Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today I'll tell you why closet cheating, blading cheating, or any sort of cheating is better than playing legit. So first of all, CPS. I know a lot of people say CPS doesn't matter in PvP, but that's just actually false. CPS does matter. I've never seen anyone normal click 7 CPS and win against good players. And yes, sometimes you can combo players with low CPS, and I do that too, but to win competitively and efficiently, you need to click more than like 12 CPS, which does require jitter clicking, butterfly clicking, or whatever clicking method you use, and those seriously harm your hands and your wrists. And personally, when I used to grind bed wars in COVID a lot, I used to play legit and my hands would genuinely hurt so bad. I used to take days off because of how bad it hurt. And then luckily I started auto clicking with a macro, and that solved my issue. I had no more hand pain. And all these clicking methods that people use do abuse your muscles and can cause carpal tunnel and other symptoms which are just generally bad for you. You're gonna have to get surgeries, you're gonna have hand issues, and just if you fuck with me or you don't, just know clicking like that does fuck your hands up, bro. And actually a lot of PvP servers like ATF servers and stuff like that do allow auto clicking because of how dumb it is needing to abuse your hands to win in a block game or any game. Seriously, just auto click with a macro or with vape or whatever you want to use. Just genuinely auto click, bro. You're fucking your hands up. You're gonna regret it. And next up, hypixel, bed wars, or any sort of non-heavily modded servers get very repetitive. Same map, same strats over and over, and eventually it does get boring and most players quit. Bed wars hasn't had an actual change in the game since its release. It's the same thing, and realistically they can't add anything that actually changes the game. And this is why I like closet cheating, because it lets you modify your game to some extent without actually changing the game itself. And just a sec before we continue, I gotta tell you about today's sponsor, Brave Tokenizer. It lets you change accounts easily without leaving your game window. Change your username, your skin, view stats, and much more. It also works with hella clients including Lure Client, Valiant Client, Vanilla, and much more. Check it out on their website, ravos.com, or their Discord link in the description. And use code author when you purchase for 10% off, because it lets you modify your game to some extent without actually changing the game itself, but it makes it more fun and enjoyable. And blading cheating is different. You just walk around and toggle a bunch of modules and you win. Personally, I'm not a big fan of blading cheating because of how pointless it is. You just walk around, toggle killer and shit, and you just win. It's very pointless and boring. Unlike closet cheating, which still requires game sense and stuff like that, and just lets you see players at all times, get the first hit, etc. It just adds variety. Next up, pretty simple, cheating makes the game way easier. I get a lot of comments talking about how I'll feel better if I win legit, but that's just not the case. Once you play a game over and over and over, whether it is fucking CSGO, NBA 2K, whatever you want to play, it just gets boring once you play over and over. And after a while, you just don't get the feeling when you won your first 100 games. I remember my first bed wars win ever, and I was like, holy shit, bro. But I just don't get that anymore. I just win so casually legit with cheating, but cheating just adds a little bit of variety and makes it more interesting. Next up, closet cheating makes you better at the game by improving your movement, block hitting, and strats. And this is literally fact. When you auto click or use aim assist, you focus more on your movement, surroundings, and what's going on. You don't really focus on aiming on the player clicking. You focus on your movement, look around, and just think of what you do instead of just focusing on clicking. Just clicking makes you so much less focused on little things. I say buy vape for 1 month at vape.g/authi for 10% off. And if you don't get better at the game and I'm wrong, I'll send you my PSA 10 Pikachu. And a quick little reality check: every single top hypixel YouTuber owns vape. Like dead serious, every single one that's considered good or at the top owns vape. Whether they use it or not, they still 100% own it. I'm not gonna drop any names, but I promise you every single one owns vape and has used it 100%. And with that being said, let me know if you guys want a part 2 on why I think closet cheating is better or just cheating in general. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out my Patreon if you want to get win streaks, stat ults, and just never get banned.